Today is Tuesday, Parashat Vayechi. It's also the 10th day of Tevet, Asara B'Tevet. It's a fast day today. We commemorate the siege around Jerusalem by Nebuchadnezzar from Babylonia. And today is one of the fasts that we have throughout the year that were instituted by Chachamim. But it is such a serious type of fast that even if it happened to be on Shabbat, we would fast on Shabbat. Now, the destruction of the temple took place on the 9th of Av. But if the 9th of Av falls on Shabbat, we postpone the fast to Sunday. If the 10th of Tevet happens on Shabbat, we would fast still on Shabbat. It does happen according to our established calendar on Fridays, and we go into Shabbat fasting. What is so serious and grave about the siege? After all, the wall was not broken yet. The temple was still there. We would think that the temple being destroyed on the 9th of Av would be even more serious than the siege around Jerusalem. And therefore, if the fast happened on Shabbat, we should postpone it. But our sages explained that the 10th of Tevet was a turning point. There was an incredible deliberation in Shamayim, in heaven, whether the enemy should be allowed to lay siege or not. And that pivotal moment, that moment of turning point, was so very meaningful that we continue up to today, actually, every day when we come to the 10th of Tevet. We continue every year to come to this state for the all that deliberation taking place, whether we are worthy of the Mashiach coming this year or not yet. The 10th of Tevet has been designated as the day that we mourn and think and commemorate the people who died in the Holocaust, that we do not know their date of passing, so we don't know what their yahrzeit is. And therefore today is considered to be a day also that we have them in mind, and we pray for the resting of their souls. So that's about the 10th of Tevet. But we learn here from the Chok L'Yisrael, the Halacha Pesuka for today. And after all, the fast is not just for not eating and not drinking. That's, of course, an important part of the observance of the day. But more important than that is the fast should motivate us to do a kind of moral accounting, where we stand, what we need to improve, what we need to fix, and what we need to add as merits so that we can deserve the coming of Mashiach. So the Halacha Psuka today says, Asur le'adam liot achzari. It is forbidden for a person to be cruel, ve'shelo yitpayes, and refuse to be appeased. Let's say a person wronged you, and you're upset, and the idea is to forgive and to be appeased. Ela yen noach lirtzot, but rather one should be easily conciliated, ve'kasher lichos, and it should be difficult for him to be angry. And if somebody wronged you in any way and asks you for forgiveness, you should forgive with wholeheartedly, and willingly. Even though a person could have sinned against you or harmed you in any way, you shouldn't take revenge, you shouldn't hold a grudge. And this is the way of the Jewish people, and their upright heart. But the Kuthites of the Eladim, who were idolaters, they are uncircumcised heart. Basically, they do not forgive. Their anger stays on forever. וכן הוא אומר על הגבעונים לפי שלא מחלו ולא התפייסו והגבעונים לא בני ישראל המה. Also, in the prophets, in Samuel and Shmuel, it says also there that the Giv'onites did not forgive and did not make peace, and they were not appeased. And there its statement says they're not the descendants of the Jewish people. So what about another situation? The halacha says, let's say you sinned against someone, and that person died. קודם שיבקש ממנו מחילה, before he had a chance to ask forgiveness from him. מביא 10 בני אדם, he brings 10 people, ומעמידן על קברו, and he has them stand next to the grave, ויאמר, and he should say בפניהם, in front of them, חטאתי להשם אלוקי ישראל ולפלוני, I have sinned against Hashem, the God of Israel, and against this person. שכך וכך עשיתי לו, this is what I've done to him. ואם היה חייב לו ממון, what about if he owed him money? The guy is passed away already, what do you do? Then יחזירו ליורשים, he should return it to that person's heirs, to his children, or the next of kin who inherit him. לא היה יודע ליורשים, what if he didn't know any heirs for that person? יניחנו בבית דין ויתוודה, he should deposit it with the court, the rabbinic court, ויתוודה, and he should confess. And that was the halacha pesuka today from Chok L'Yisrael for Parashat Vayechi for Tuesday. Baruch Adonai le'olam, amen ve'amen.